Hello and welcome to Global Mobis News. I'm your host, Stefan.
And I'm Karain.
Karain, it is great to have you back on the news desk. How have you been?
I've been good. It's really nice to be back. And how have you been, Stefan?
I've been a lot better now that the weather has decided to finally cool down.
Right, it finally feels like fall.
You know, I love how Korea has 4 distinct seasons, but fall might just be my favorite.
Mine too. I always go see the fall leaves every year. Nothing says fall is here like falling leaves and those beautiful colors.
I heard the fall leaf season is later than usual this year because we had that long summer heat.
Right, peak season has been delayed by about 5 days.
So if you usually go every year, you must be a fall foliage expert. Can you tell me where are the best places to go for photos?
There's a lot of places, but the leaves don't last long, so you've got to strategize the best spots to hit and in what order.
That sounds like a lot more work than I expected.
It's definitely worth it, I promise.
I could try to make the time. Where do you recommend?
Alright, and for everyone watching at home, you should also be taking note. First, you've got to take the walking trail up to Namsan Tower. It's about 2 hours, but it's a great walk this time of year.
I've actually never walked up during fall, but I bet it's beautiful.
It really is. For outside of Seoul, I'd recommend Hwadam Forest in Gwangju. It has some of the most beautiful views, and it's only 40 minutes from Seoul on the monorail. And if you're willing to go further out, then you can't miss Gwangbang-jelim in Jeollanam-do. There's a 6-kilometer long embankment, and all the fall trees reflecting in the water look like a real-life painting. Those are my 3 recommendations.
I will 100% check out at least one of them.
You better. I'll check back in next month.
I will, I promise. But in the meantime, let's take a look at today's headlines.
Wow, looks like we've got some interesting topics today.
Yeah, it does. Let's get started.
Today, we're excited to talk about a special event that's making a real impact on STEM education, the Green Power USA program. By the way, Stefan, do you know what STEM stands for?
Yes, definitely. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And what's even more meaningful is that Mobis Georgia is a key sponsor of this program, actively supporting young innovators as they design, build, and race electric-powered vehicles.
Mobis Georgia's involvement goes beyond just funding. It's about nurturing the next generation of engineers and tech enthusiasts who will shape the future of mobility.
And now, we're joined by Jacob Holcomb, a General Administration Specialist at Mobis Georgia, who's been closely involved in their sponsorship efforts. He'll share how Mobis Georgia is partnering with local schools to bring this initiative to life.
Let's jump right in and hear from Jacob about the impact of Mobis Georgia's Green Power sponsorship. Hello, welcome Jacob. Could you please introduce yourself and a brief history of your career as well?
Hello, my name is Jacob Holcomb. I am a General Administration Specialist here with Mobis Georgia. Some of my roles here consist of office management, things like cell phones, printers, uniforms, things like that, but I also work a lot with our events, community outreach, including the program that we'll be discussing today, our Green Power sponsorship program.
Wow, that's fascinating. We'd also love to hear more details about the sponsorship program that you briefly mentioned.
So the sponsorship program that we are partnering with consists of a donation of $2,500 to each school. This will help contribute towards their travel fees, their hotel fees, support for their transportation of their vehicles that they're building, team apparel, all those kind of things. With this level of sponsorship, we'll receive a logo on both the vehicle themselves as they compete in the races, but also on all of their social media presence, on their shirts, on their trailer that they use for transportation. So we are very excited to allow these young innovators to explore science, technology, and engineering, and we're looking forward to a great season with them.
Sounds like Mobis Georgia is really supporting the community. I'm curious what motivated Mobis Georgia to sponsor Green Power Racing, and how does this partnership align with Mobis Georgia's overall mission and values?
Our motivation behind the sponsorship really came from the desire to invest into the next generation. We really inspire to give back in certain areas, especially when it comes to green power and energy and everything along those lines. And of course, also being able to invest into the local community, as this is something that is near and dear to all of our hearts. We're very excited about the opportunity this is going to present for all of the children involved, all the students involved, and we really want to help any way we can to kind of inspire them for the next generation to see what they can come up with, to see what they can learn, and really give them edge into what they might want to accomplish in the future.
It's great to hear about Mobis Georgia's dedication to nurturing the next generation through this sponsorship. But I'm wondering what kind of specific support is being offered to the Green Power racing teams through this sponsorship?
So one of the things that we've offered is to have some of our production engineers from here at Mobis Georgia to participate in some practices, to just kind of give some general support, maybe some ideas, maybe to see how they can kind of expand the children's ideas, the students' ideas into what is possible. We're also planning on giving them a site tour, specifically into how things are made around here with our new electric vehicles that we are producing. They are showing a lot of interest in that, especially considering that both cars are powered by batteries. We will also be attending local races. We have a few coming up, one in December and one in March of next year, where we will be able to have our own tent set up, be able to support them throughout the day as they compete, and also give Mobis an opportunity to connect directly with some of our local residents and really get our name out there and put a name to that face, Mobis Georgia.
It's fantastic to hear the level of support Mobis Georgia is providing to the teams.
Are there any plans for future collaboration or expansions of the sponsorship program?
So we do have some future plans with this kind of program. We're actually very excited. This being our first year investing into it and sponsoring it, we're really going to take this season to kind of learn more of what goes into this kind of program, about the races themselves, everything that goes into it. But we're also very curious and very excited about the possibility of potentially sponsoring our own race next year in our local area, in the West Point area. So we are always looking for more opportunities to excel and to also to do our best. So we're very, very excited to be a part of this and can't wait to support them this year and in the next years to come.
Speaking of years to come, what are your personal goals and aspirations for Hyundai Mobis Georgia?
I really want to create an environment of teamwork where you feel like you can rely on the person next to you with whatever's going on. I want it to be an environment where that we all know that we're working towards the same goal. And I truly believe that when we have that mindset that we can all accomplish great things, both as a company and as individuals. I really want this to be kind of a stepping stone in our community. We definitely do a lot with our community currently. We do Dragon Boat Race, we do book bag giveaways, we do a lot already, but I think that every step is a step forward, and I think that we want to be better every time. We have a great team here, and I think that we want to do our best to, like I said, just keep moving forward, take it day by day, but also try to build an environment that we all love to come to work, we love to be around one another, because I truly believe that we can get the most out of everyone when we work together as a team.
Well, it was really great to hear all the details about the Green Power Racing sponsorship at Mobis Georgia. Thank you again for joining us here today, and we look forward to hearing more from you soon.
Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks, bye. Hyundai Mobis participated in the Paris Motor Show.
That's one of the top 5 motor shows in the world, right?
Yeah, right. The Paris Motor Show has a long history and tradition, taking place every other year since 1976. It serves as a global stage for large-scale new car presentations for major European manufacturers.
I heard that this was the first time Mobis participated in the Paris Motor Show.
Hyundai Mobis has been strengthening its local sales by holding a private tech show in Paris for major European automakers such as Stellantis and Renault. Based on the trust built with our customers, we joined the event to further expand our European network and order base.
Mobis has been busy this year taking part in events like CES 2024 and the Beijing Motor Show to expand our global customer base. What kind of show did we put on in Paris?
Well, Hyundai Mobis is all about technology. So, for our European OEs, we showcase 10 types of core products and introduce key technologies. Of course, it's equally as important to discuss as it is to show, so we also had a private booth to talk business. Key account executives from MPE, Mobis, European office actively engaged in business talks with respected customers invited to our booth.
Wow, that's really nice.
Global sales are integral to Hyundai Mobis, so hopefully the discussions at the Paris Motor Show are fruitful, and we have a lot of follow-up news to report next time.
There is news that Hyundai Mobis participated in the Mobility Expo in Korea as well.
I've actually been in Paris and Daegu, so I've been pretty busy. Could you please let me know what kind of event DIFA is?
DIFA stands for Daegu International Future Auto and Mobility Expo, and this year marks its 8th anniversary. DIFA is an event held in Daegu and has built a reputation as the largest mobility integration exhibition in Korea, co-hosted by the MOLIT, or Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport, and the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. more than 190 domestic and foreign companies and institutions related to future mobility participated.
It must have been a place of convergence where various companies and technologies meet and interact.
That's right. Hyundai Mobis participated in the exhibition section, demonstrating the next generation electric vehicle driving technology, e-corner system, and Mobion equipped with a communication lighting system. And they admired Mobis' technology when they saw Mobion's movement. What technology will surprise us in the future? We look forward to becoming a Tier 1 supplier who leads the era of electricity with reliable technology. Hyundai Mobis has become the first Asian automotive parts company to obtain cybersecurity certification in Europe, the leading market in global automobile standards.
It sounds like congratulations are in order.
Congratulations!
Woo! Well, that does sound like good news, but what does that actually mean for Hyundai Mobis and its customers?
From product design all the way to post-production management, the whole process is subject to cybersecurity certification. Earning the certification is proof that major products developed and produced by Hyundai Mobis follow European automobile cybersecurity laws and that there are business procedures and systems in place to meet them.
So, basically, it's a great opportunity for Mobis to solidify their rep as a reliable and trustworthy company.
Exactly. They plan to increase their capabilities to respond to laws and standards not just in Europe, but also in other regions.
The female dance crew competition Street Woman Fighter was all the rage in Korea around this time last year. Do you remember?
Of course! I was Team Jam Republic. Their leader, Kristen Dodgen, even collaborated with Hyundai Mobis back in January.
Right, that was such a cool project. Well, we might have just done something even cooler with our recent in-house dance challenge, Street Mabuk Fighter.
Street Mabuk Fighter? Like the Mabuk R&D Center?
Exactly. I was surprised to see how many talented dancers have been hiding in that lab, honestly.
Really? So how did it go down? Was there an audition?
8 teams and 11 soloists from the Mabuk R&D Center submitted short dance videos to enter.
Who were the judges?
Oh, so the employees actually judged each other. Over 2,000 employees voted, and the top 5 soloists were selected by adding up their votes and expert reviews.
So, what did the top 5 get?
A prize, of course. They received an award and the opportunity to take part in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for any dancer. You remember Hook from Street Woman Fighter, right? Aiki's team? The Mabuk dancers battled against them.
No way. Was it one-sided or did they manage to keep up?
They kept up. The researchers really stepped up to the battle.
That sounds like so much fun. Certainly not your everyday workplace opportunity.
That's what makes Mobis special. We're all about making work fun for the Mobis family. And that is all the news we have today.
It's getting chilly in the morning and evening here in Korea, so be sure to stay warm and we'll see you next month.
When it will be even colder, I bet. And thanks for joining us today.
See you next month.